so shoddy today. Alright, that's it. Cool. Sorry. My system is being so freaking shoddy today. It's ridiculous. Anyway. Oh, God. What's up, everybody? It's Jen catching you on my downtime. Hoping you're all having a great day. And I am an hour away from doing my live hangout on my other channel. And right now I am on Facebook. Because I'm just promoting that shit like crazy. Yeah. God, right? The worst place that I could be on while I am on my purge. But you know what? It's like I said, it came with certain stipulations. I am not acting outside of that, so I don't feel bad. I have been doing quite a lot of journaling. That's a definite, more self-reflection, truthful self-reflection, not just the, I'm grateful for fill in the blank, like not all of the sunshine and rainbows crap. I'm actually really digging deep into my feelings, like, the real ones that I get, like, kind of angry about or sad about, like all those negative feelings, or, what people label as negative feelings. Kind of getting into those. Step by step, I'm just going through every single one of them. Because I know that it's not just Facebook that brings them on, even though, it plays a good part in it. It's just some real life events, things that are happening in my life that kind of like bring me down a little bit. And, I'm just kind of like trying to figure out ways to get through them instead of, trying to go over them or around them. Instead of looking outside of myself, I'm looking inside of myself. Self-soothing, self-healing. Healing is a lot more than just, sending energy or putting your hands on an area of your body and working with your own energy to heal yourself. It's a lot more than that. Sometimes, especially when it comes to areas like the heart chakra, that's the most heavy one. It takes sometimes weeks, months to get through healing things that reside in that area, because that has to do with, like, literally the heart of the matter, everything that you feel about a situation, what it makes you feel. And you have to kind of start to learn or relearn emotional intelligence and be able to detect whether or not these emotions that you are going through are self-imposed, or is this coming from an outside source. If it's coming from an outside source, how can you, attempt to communicate with it if you want to? How can you control it if you need to or desire to? How can you distance yourself from it if you absolutely need to? Things that are self-imposed are a little bit more complex. It's kind of a situation of, I don't want to, but how do I work with this? Because everybody has a dark side. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Everybody has a dark side. And, when negative emotions are self-imposed, it's really hard to kind of face that demon or those demons, so to speak, and want to work with them because you just see them as being so ugly. And that's all a part of learning how to love yourself as well. Practicing self-love is looking at them and realizing maybe they aren't demons. There's this movie, I believe it was filmed either in the 1970s or 1980s, called Jacob's Ladder. And in one part of that film, I believe it was his chiropractor speaking to him, Jacob, asking him, telling him, what do you see? Do you see demons that are tearing your life apart? Or do you see angels that are trying to free you from something? That's fucking deep, dude. And something that you have to ask yourself when you're actually looking at your own demons, those self-imposed negative emotions that you cannot cut off or distance from. You have to face them because they're a part of you. And you have to ask yourself that question. Are these really, in fact, demons that are tearing your life apart because they appear so freaking ugly to you? Or are these angels giving you messages and telling you what you no longer need in your life? Yes, I've been doing a lot. I mean, a lot of journaling. It's freaking ridiculous. And I've been putting that to practice. Every time that I've been journaling, I've been dealing with my own emotions. Not how others make me feel, because I realize that I cannot blame that on everybody else. You know, I do own at least part of that situation. And that is the very thing that I have control over. Not everybody else, myself. And yeah, some of them really do look ugly. And I have to ask myself that question. Which, with each and every single one of those emotions that I feel, and in every single situation I feel those emotions in. That's important. I don't know if you guys may or may not take something away from this, but I hope that you do. I'm getting ready to do my live hangout, but I wanted to share that with all of you, hoping that it helps you at least somewhat, maybe gives you some kind of direction as to how to deal with really hard emotions and things that live in the heart chakra, in the heart space, that, you know, need to be worked with. They really do. They can't always be controlled. They cannot always be destroyed. Definitely don't want to destroy them, because it's part of yourself. That would be self-destruction. Not a good idea. You have to ask yourself that question. It's like that. It's like the Tower card in the Rider-Waite deck in tarot. You know, do you see that as nothing but damage and destruction that you have to hop away from because you need to survive? Or do you see it as things that are being torn down or torn away from you that you no longer need? Is it a blessing in disguise? You need to ask yourself that question. Guys, thank you so much for listening. It's been a pretty good day so far. Much love and light. Blessed be. Nefertiti says what's up. See you guys later.